Yo! Video games.
Oh, MVC Collection sold 1 million copies.
A million right after you said we're talking about it. And you're like, it didn't get to 1 million.
It didn't get to 1 million yet, yeah. And then
I was a little surprised. Then it was like a day later. It's 2 million? Okay.
That came from, of all places, Japan. Weird. And some weird, like, Japanese index or something like that. They were like, hey, Marvel vs. Capcom Collection sold 1 million. And then they talked about it. Like, later, all the outlets talked about it. So, I mean, that's cool. It's like, I talked about what that means. If you go back and you actually listen to the Matsumoto-san interviews, who was the lead producer, he starts saying stuff like, well, you know, people are asking him, why this collection, why now? And he's like, well, we would love to do things with the old games, especially, and also Ultimate Marvel 3 and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Like, we love all these games. They specifically said that. But then he also said, there's a time and a place for things, and the best time for us to release this collection is right now.
Right.
And so, with the context that there's another Capcom fighting game collection on the horizon, which eventually gets released, and also Sony made Marvel fighting game, all the stuff that he says is like super telling of like where the future eventually goes with this stuff, and how pretty much he breaks down how much time it's going to take. He's like, this is a time thing. And all those interviews didn't make much sense. Like, nothing he's saying makes any sense with no perspective, but with perspective, everything changes. It's like, whoa, oh god. He's literally saying that, like, we would love to make another Marvel vs. Capcom, but these things take time. We can't just release everything at the same time. You know, it's like things will take, you know, a proper amount of effort and moving out of the way of marketing efforts and all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, okay. So things have to line up with movies and all that kind of bullshit. So yeah. At this point, it's like, man, what else can Capcom even, like, release, right? MVC4 is real? Not yet. No, it's definitely not real yet. You're gonna have to give Tokon a couple of years to exist. You're gonna have to give that game its time to not, like, collide with anything else, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
I mean, Tokon should have been, you know, was your, you know, this is Marvel's big fighting game push.
it is.
You know, for the foreseeable future.
And to be real, it's like you start thinking about things in the long run, and Tokon gets people familiar with Marvel characters and fighting games in general, because that has been missing for a very long time. Yeah. And then the eventual upgrade from that is like a baton pass to like, we're going to keep doing this, but if you want something that's even crazier, like here's this, you know, which could be Marvel vs. Capcom. So who knows? I don't know. I still don't see it as being like a death sentence for everything, especially based on the way that the producers are literally talking. With the perspective of them not making the Marvel game. It's like, oh shit. Okay. Alright. Bloodborne's canceled also.
Yeah. Yeah, not canceled. What was it? Yeah, Jeff Grubb was like, I've heard there's nothing happening on Bloodborne.
I'm blaming Jeff Grubb. I'm mad at him.
Grubb.
He's the one that gave us that information. He's putting all these bad vibes out there.
It's like, yeah, I've heard nothing's going on with Bloodborne. So it's like, well...
Son of a bitch. How could he say that?
Well, that does beg the question, though. What is FromSoft doing?
Not even what FromSoft... What is Bluepoint doing?
Was Bluepoint... Well,
fuck is Bluepoint?
They were making a God of War live service game that got canceled.
They were.
Was that an...
Bloober's going to become the new Retro Studios?
Was God of War multiplayer game, was that an all-hands-on-deck situation? Was that sucking up the entirety of Bluepoint? And so with it getting canceled, they've only been like, what, maybe a year since that got canceled? So they have nothing to show?
I feel like, yeah, if all of that is true and the Jim Ryaning of that whole situation is like what was indeed taking place, then stuff would have gotten greenlit over the past year.
Right, which means it's nowhere.
Which means it's a PS6 game.
There's an interest. Oh, there was an interesting thing. There's really no source. I forget who Kiwi Talks or something was. He didn't. His source was like, I heard, which is like, okay. But Metroid Prime 4 maybe has $100 million. Cost Nintendo $100 million to make Metroid Prime 4.
Probably because of the totality of it.
Right, but there was no clarification on is that like both versions, you know, from both different studios. Is that. But it's like, okay, even if you account the fact, right? Even if you account for the fact that Retro started really working on it in 2019, right? That's 5-6 years of a major studio in Austin, Texas, with people with competitive wages because it's a big tech hub part of Texas and America, and you're paying their salaries and their health care and and building, and they've been building up and hiring and building new buildings at Retro Studios in the past 6 years. So it's like, this doesn't sound, breaking it all down, that doesn't actually sound that incredibly crazy.
Well, based on how
it would
much
cost that
time
much.
and effort, like, to me, that doesn't sound like that makes sense for a barely HD game. Like,
What
it's
healthcare?
HD.
Do you think a programmer earning $100,000 is going to be like, yeah, I don't want healthcare, or I'll just go down the, or are they just going to go down the street to Gearbox and get it? Like, yes, absolutely, 100%. If you're working full time as a developer at Retro, you're going to have health benefits. Like, Jesus Christ, this this isn't Taco Bell.
But that is the comparatively speaking, knowing how much some games cost to make, like even modern games, what the actual cost to production ratio was, 100 million is a lot. Oh, yeah. That is definitely some crazy shit.
Right,
or they are including the previous game.
Right.
Including the Bandai Namco.
And they're saying it needs to make 4.5 to 5 million sales to break even.
Jesus Christ.
Which is like, well, that'll never happen because Metroid's never gotten close to
Dread
that.
didn't even get that close, and Dread had a bunch of high bar.
Yeah, Dread got nowhere near that close. So, but there's also like, this thing has just been such a money pit, sunk cost fallacy. Like, I wonder if even Nintendo probably at some point was like, well, this is just never going to make its money back. Let's just finish it, release it. We're doing it for the goodwill, if anything.
Goodwill.
This Reggie's dying wish.
Just get it done. Because I mean, like let's say you're 60 million in the hole on this thing. It's not done. It's still got like however many years left. It's like, what are you gonna do? Cancel it again? At that point, it's just like, all right, just finish it. Just get it done.
Just fucking finish it.
Yeah.
Just freaking.
I mean, it probably got held back for Switch 2 so they could have a dual release, and try to maximize as much
profits.
out of it.
Yeah.
So
Yotei having the same budget as Ghost of Tsushima 1 is pretty surprising.
It's approximately 60 million.
That is pretty surprising because...
Especially for the area.
At the time.
Yeah, and it's also the fact that, well, the first game would have taken way more time to figure out, way more time to develop, because all the systems had to come online. Right, so they had to create how the game operates and functions as a game. So that's already done. Like, everything, all the operational pathing, everything that the game works on its foundation is figured out. They pretty much crammed a ton of money, because sometimes sequels are cheaper to make because of that, right?
Like
they crammed a ton of
already done.
ton of money into like content.
Yeah.
Into like actually creating new stuff to put into their functioning world, right?
Yeah.
So that was like, all right, there's probably going to be a lot to that game. There's probably going to be a whole bunch of shit, So we'll see. Anyway, thank you. Who is that?
They said too that it's
Green. Thank you.
They said it's about the same size and it's about the same length. Like they're like
It's like a 20 to 25 hour game.
They're like, how much bigger is the map? The map is the same size.
Length and girth?
And he's like, the map's the same. Yeah, exactly. Like same size map. They're like, how long does it take to? How much longer is it? Like it takes about the same amount of time. Like it's not a bit. It's not. It's yeah. And frankly, I applauded that when they're like, yeah, we're not gonna make a game. We're not just gonna double the length.
No. It was a perfect length.
I think people are starting to see the value in the stuff that we talked about for like the past 10 years, where it's like, would you want an absolutely incredible 10-hour game or a 25 to 50-hour game that's just got a bunch of shit and is kind of cool, but like that's the problem with like game length nowadays is that they all start to feel like really padded.
Yeah.
Start to feel really like.
And it's kind of like a buffet situation where you're eating in a buffet and it's like mediocre food and it's just like I can eat a lot of it, or you can go to a place and just get a really good solid meal.
To me, there's also I think more value in like a 10 to 15 hour experience that's fucking great, because guess what you'll likely want to do in the future?
Play it again.
Play it again. And play it again. And play it again. But if you have a big long ass game that takes a long ass time to long ass, then you might just be like, that game was cool, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Well, guess what I heard from like several people that beat FF7 Rebirth that didn't do any side content. They said they fucking loved it.
Yeah.
And I had the same feeling of Remake Part 1 where I liked it so much more making it a 20-hour game, just run through and ignore all the side stuff and just go through it. It was great.
Oh yeah, because a lot of times if it's a story and you're really into the story and to the characters, you know,
all that stuff takes you out of it.
Takes you out of it, and like, you know, you're trying to get this thing, and it's just like over and over again. And sometimes that's why those 10-hour games or those short games are just great, because they just, you're in there, you get the story, you get the gameplay, and you're like bing bang boom, you're in, you're out, and you're like, dude, that was awesome.
The shit out of you. You can't wait to go back for more. You know?
Absolutely.
DMC5 does that really well as well. Like DMC5 is just really fun for a short campaign, just a great time. Almost every single Resident Evil game is also that.
Oh yeah.
Like those games are mad short. Like they are 6 to 12-hour playthroughs.
6.
Resident Evil 6?
Yeah, that's
long as shit.
That's like the longest
Yeah, you're
game
right.
With like the 4 campaigns.
You're right, it does go on for way too long.
It's most poorly rated.
6 sucks. Like
6 sucks.
6 sucks. It has always sucked. Like, you can have a good time with your friends in co-op. I'm not going to deny that. I'm not going to deny that there's a lot of cool shit you can do with the combat in that game. The game overall, as a full package,
it's like a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, it's
7 tops.
The pacing is terrible. The design is like, you know, the map level design is terrible. The enemy encounter designs are terrible.
What the hell?
The story is really terrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Did you see that fake Leon picture?
no.
Oh, there was a obviously AI generated fake leak of Leon in Requiem. It's definitely fake. Like people have already commented that it's fake, so we can talk about it.
Look at his 6 fingers.
No, hold on a second. Let me just. I'll pull it up. I'll
Fingers. It's just like that.
It was bullshit.
AI is getting better now.
Punish Leon? Oh my god.
You should see it. It's actually like I'm actually like kind of into it. Like it's sort of cool.
Did they give him an eye patch?
Hold on a second. I'll bring it up and put it on.
Give him a thong.
Open image in new tab, and I'm gonna switch it over here.
Mario 2-player hack on NES.
Really?
Yeah.
Like can I put it on a ROM and put it on NES?
You'd have to ask the chat.
Bro, chat, if you guys have that ROM, let me know. Let me know.
2-player hack.
If you guys have a 2-player hack that actually works on a Nintendo,
because that would be even funner to coach.
That would be godlike. I'd want to try that. So Simmons, here you go. Here's what fake Leon was in 3, 2, 1.
Well, we'll have to see. We don't see.
It's kind of cool. It's definitely fake, right?
Oh man, I
definitely fake, but it's kind of cool.
It's got like kind of Richard Crenna vibes.
It's got also Snake Plissken.
Yeah, I mean
obviously
punish Snake, but like
I don't. Here's the problem. I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it. You know, people are like, that looks so bad. I'm like, I don't know why he's missing a fucking eye, but like having him, dude. Literally, this is what we talked about. Like the zombies fear me, John Wick ass Doom Leon. Like I'm like, I would be down for that.
Right. I think you're really hoping that happens with RE9.
I'm really hoping.
And you're hoping it's not just Outlast with a scared little girl the whole time.
I'm really hoping I don't play as one scared little
she
girl
has
the whole
bullets.
time.
There are bullets in the game.
Sure, but
oh yeah, chat.
An Outlast clone again.